So the Columbus Division Fire, we have well over 1,600 firefighters, 800 of which are trained to the paramedic level. We also provide heavy rescue, bomb, K9, hazmat for most of Central Ohio. So there's a lot of training that needs to go on to maintain those certifications. So what we were looking at, why we were looking at RQI, was to really get some of our training dates cleared off the calendar. BLS, ACLS, and PALS for that amount of people every 2 years was really a time vampire on our schedule. So we were looking at RQI as a way to free that up. And then also we have to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars. And a lot of our people we were bringing down for ACLS and PALS, we were having to backfill those spots on company with overtime. We don't have the luxury of putting a sign in the window saying we'll be back in 8 hours. You know, when people call 911, they expect people to be there. So we were backfilling over half of the members that we were bringing down for class. And by switching to RQI, that was going to free up quite a bit of revenue that either we could utilize in other places that were needed or would simply go back into the general fund for other uses for the citizens of Columbus. First was finance. And I don't know if it's the same for every government agency, but our finance department was really stuck on the big number, the upfront number. And it took a lot of work for us to go back over the last 2 years. How much did we spend in overtime backfilling? How much did we spend in overtime bringing instructors in so that we could show to finance that this is actually going to save money? Yes, you're shelling out a little bit more at a one-time period, but over the course of that 2-year period, we're actually going to be saving money. Now, of course, once we got them on board, their question was, can it start tomorrow? So then it put it back on us. Okay, how are we going to implement this? Are we going to bring our people to the cart, or are we going to take our cart to the people? And we opted to take the cart to our people. So initially, when we entered in RQI, we had 8 carts. We kept one at our training academy, and then we put one in each of our 7 battalions. And then every 2 weeks, we would rotate that cart within that battalion so that every station would have the ability to use that cart for a 2-week period so that we could help our people get quick access to it, knock out the cart portion of it. When we renewed our contract with RQI, we opted for an additional 8 carts. And what we did with that is we put 1 cart stationary in each battalion. And we picked a firehouse with a large number of firefighters there, multiple pieces of apparatus. So instead of leaving it at a firehouse where maybe there's only 6 people on duty, we had the stationary cart at a station where there was 15 or 16 people on duty, and then still rotated that other cart. And we found that the carts are incredibly durable and easy to move. We have a cargo van. We put a lift gate on the back. We simply unplug it from the one station, roll it out to the van, lift it up in there, take it to the next station, plug it in, and they're ready to go. So like Ann and Amy, we looked at data because data is something concrete, tangible, and something that we can show everyone. And so we looked at the analytics that we got from the RQI system along with the CARES registry information. So where are we standing, not only in Central Ohio, but across the nation. And what we found was we were doing really good adult CPR. Our baseline and entry into RQI, we were at 90% for ventilations and compressions. We have since moved those up to 98 and 99 respectively.